Um, been a little bit since we did a live stream. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody good. I'm not gonna keep you guys too long. We came to talk about the Hawkeyes and the Las Vegas Aces. So yeah, let's dive into that. I'm gonna tell you guys. I hope everybody good though. We into the off season. We into the portal. So let's go ahead and talk about it before I flip the camera. There's no reason for Iowa to not be involved in the portal this season. We talked about it with the YouTube short, how Lisa Bluter needs to get active, the coaching staff, everybody needs to get involved. We need to put out some feelers, see who we can get out there. And the first thing we want to talk about is um, we want to talk about Lucy Olson. We want to have a discussion about Lucy Olson, but more so, can she fit? Obviously, like I told you guys, what's going on, Daniel Barry? Like I told you guys, we need guard play here. We need somebody on this team to come in and establish that they can help set up and control this backcourt because we're not going to have what's going on, John. What's going on? You can't see me. What's up, John? What's up? So okay. We need because we're gonna have no Gabby Marshall. We're gonna have no Caitlin Clark. We're not even gonna have Kate Martin. It's gonna be it's only gonna be as rough as we allow it to be. So we're looking at Villanova transfer guard Lucy Olson because one thing I'm stressing is you don't want to put too much into the hands of these young recruits. We're gonna have one big coming in next season, and we're gonna have a guard. So basically, we're gonna have some two guards, and we have to see if Taylor Strimlow can run a point. But in any case, Taylor Strimlow's 5'8". Aaliyah Guyton is 5'8". Tegan Mullaney, I think she's only 5'10". So, I mean, we're gonna have a small backcourt, unless we're able to get in the portal. So Lucy Olson is a player that we're looking at. And I liked her even when she was playing with Maddie Segrest at Villanova. Olsen is 5'9", which isn't terribly big, but she can shoot the rock and she can definitely run a guard spot. It would alleviate pressure on the freshmen coming in. It would take pressure off of Taylor McCabe to have to be forced into doing too much too soon. You don't want that. And then Kylie Furback, she had an okay season at best, but we need to see what Furback's going to look like. In fact, let's just cut straight to the chase. We need to see what everybody going to look like in the absence of Caitlin Clark. What will everybody look like? Who can we most certainly depend on for sure if we don't get in this portal? Hannah Stokey is great, but she needs somebody to get her to rock. She can't set it up for herself. So we need a guard that can make entry passes and get the offense going, get us out in transition. What's going on, everybody? It's RC. If you don't know, if this is your first time here, talk Hawkeyes, UCLA Bruins, and the Las Vegas Aces. But yeah, Hannah Stokey's going to be really great in the post, but we're going to need somebody that can get her to rock in a dependable fashion consistently. Nobody's probably going to make the precision laser passes that Caitlin throws that sometimes they're on, but occasionally they're off. So it would be great if we could get Lucy Olson. I haven't heard anything since, but I heard she was coming to Iowa for a visit. In fact, how about we look at an article together really quickly since I got it up on the screen. Let's talk about that. And while it's loading, how are you guys feeling if you Hawkeyes fans or if you just college basketball fans? How you feeling about your team? I know South Carolina fans are absolutely elated. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Don. She's a great coach. But yeah, who's your squad? As an Iowa fan, I'm very it's weird because I'm satisfied with the season, even though it doesn't end the way we want it to for 2 years straight. But how many other teams, how many other fans of their squads could say that their team played in the national championship game 2 years straight? So I mean that's something. And obviously, many Iowa fans, such as myself, we wanted to see Caitlin get crowned the champion. It doesn't happen. And you can go about that in a bitter fashion, or you can go about it like Caitlin Clark said. Caitlin, she left it all out there on the court. At the end of the day, she doesn't have any regrets. And, she's looking forward to what lies next. And yeah, I mean, you're only as great as who you're surrounded by. And it was just a tough task trying to knock off South Carolina. But let's go ahead and read this article since it came up. Um, Okay, after back-to-back runs to the Final Four national championship game, the Hawkeyes have serious momentum as a program. I'm really trying to see what they got to say about Olsen. So if I'm skipping a little bit, it's so I can get to that. Iowa has done a fantastic job reloading its future on the recruiting trail. 2024-25 classes. I will tell you guys this off top. I like what we have for 2025. For 2024, with Ava Hayden coming in, Taylor Strimblow, Aaliyah Guyton, of course, Tegan Mulaney. I like what we have coming in next season, but I'm looking forward to 2025. I'm looking forward to Addison Deal coming in. And then I think her name is Divine Borich. I'm looking forward to them coming in for 2025 because they are like top. They're like 5-star recruits and 4-star recruits. So I think the more stars on a recruit we can get, the better, because it's some competitive teams out there that are only getting better. The Hawkeyes don't want to have to wait around until the 2025 season to make another run at Big Ten and tournament titles. And as a result, I was looking to find immediate help out of the transfer portal. Per reports, I was heavily in the mix for Villanova transfer guard Lucy Olsen. Olsen 5'9", again, not too big, but she knows her way around that basketball court. It's not always about height, I'm telling you guys, it's not always about how height. It's about, can you go out there on the court and get things done that need to be done for the position you play. She a 5'9" guard from Collegeville, Pennsylvania. Entered the transfer portal on Tuesday. Let me see. I was among the list of schools that made the hardest push for Olsen out of the transfer. What else? According to Rocco, Iowa joins LSU. Wow, LSU want they want Olsen too. Maryland, Michigan, they got some good recruits coming in that I'm hearing. Tennessee, they might gonna be in rebuilding mode. What's going on, Rob? What's going on? I'm just talking about some Iowa Hawkeyes women basketball in the off season, because it don't stop. Just because we're in the off season, things don't stop. By the way, guys, I will be, check this out. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be on cam. I'm gonna be covering the WNBA. I'm gonna be on Cess Talk Sports and J Spot Network. We gonna be covering the WNBA draft. Yo, go to them channels, hit that like, subscribe. You catch your boy in live action. I'm not kidding y'all. I'm gonna be there. Beat me there. For real. We're gonna be doing coverage on this WNBA draft. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be on cam. We're gonna actually be live for the WNBA draft. So Cess Talk Sports, SESS Talk Sports, and the J Spot Network. Fair enough. Duh. J Spot Network. And then I'm gonna be there for the first round. And if all goes well, I'm gonna go over to my boy J. Jordan, New York Liberty fan, and I'm gonna be over there doing second round of the WNBA draft. And then, if I still got energy after 2 rounds, we gonna bring it all the way home, and I'm gonna do the third round probably solo back on my channel. So I'm gonna tell you guys this: at the end of the draft, I'm gonna be B. So it's gonna be fun. But getting back to this, and if y'all covering the WNBA draft, if you got a channel, let me know. I think Robert is covering the draft on Sports and Wrestling Connection. Again, I'll be live on as a guest on 2 different channels tomorrow. So yeah, let's get back to this, Iowa fans. Olsen was the number 3 scorer in women's college basketball, 23 points a game. We definitely need offense. If we can get her, get her. We won't have to waste a season trying to retool, trying to wait around for players that were underutilized to truly develop. We won't have to put so much pressure on our young freshman players. The portal must be our best friend. Um, 23 points a game is nothing to sneeze at. The junior, she a junior? So she got 2 years? Oh, she got one. So she got the senior year. She might even have a COVID year. Who knows? Um, I'm happy to get somebody that's going to contribute offensively. The junior shot 43%, almost 44%. Oh, I don't know about 29% from 3-point range. Um, Already Taylor McCabe sounds like she's the better 3-point shooting option. And she was almost 81% from the charity stripe. That's nice. Olsen also averaged 4.8 rebounds, almost 4 assists, and almost 2 steals per game. She helped guide Villanova to 22 and 13 record. And they went all the way to the WBIT championship game. Yeah, I'll say this. Keep it nice and short. Look, why not? What you got to lose? I haven't heard of us looking for anybody else in the portal. I'm going to start doing as much research as possible to figure out who else is out there that we can get. Again, right now, our biggest weakness is probably guard over post, because at least in the post we have Hannah Stalkey, who is proven again to be the present and the future. And Addison O'Grady has come in some spot minutes and some limited minutes and has fared pretty well. We expected to see a bigger size of Addison O'Grady this season. Unfortunately, we did not. But I'm gonna tell you guys this: I'm hoping that we could. The perfect thing for me would be to see us have a great mix of. This phone is crazy. This phone is absolutely crazy. Hold up for a second. But yeah, I'm gonna say it like this: the best thing is the best possible scenario for me would be for us to. His tablet is crazy. The best scenario for me would be for us to get a good mix of veterans out of the portal, and then just as well be able to um, develop some of the young talent that we have on this team. So that's definitely what I'm looking at first and foremost. And then from there, guys, we're gonna go ahead and um, we're gonna move over to the WNBA and talk a little bit of Las Vegas Aces. So with the Aces, guys, first thing I want to talk about is um, first thing I want to say is that I'm hoping for a three-peat, of course, obviously. That's something we're looking for. But more so than a three-peat, I look at the depth, and I think we've gotten better on the bench. And I would like to see Bria Bill make this team. But if Bria Bill don't make the team, it's probably just because we're too loaded. She's got a training camp contract. Also, Bria Hartley has the training camp contract. It's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a tough battle to see who can make this loaded and stacked team. Glad to see that we get Kia Stokes back for rebounding and just defensive purposes. If she can add that 3-point shot more consistently, that's going to be amazing right there. Because I mean, she knocked that down a couple of times in the finals, and I was like, wow, that was something. That was a sight to see. I think she signed a 2-year. Kyrie Legend also signed with Las Vegas, so that's something else. I'm looking forward to just seeing how we will handle the fact that there's going to be more competition this season. Because we definitely going to see more competition from Seattle, from Phoenix. Not saying nobody fought hard last season, but I expect it to be an absolute dog fight from both conferences. What am I absolutely trying to look for? I don't think I'm looking for anything specifically. But I will say this, guys. Um, who are you guys teams for the WNBA? Who's your squad that you rock with? Me personally, you know, thinking about doing some fever content. We'll see. I told you guys that I might go over to the fever, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I mean, I'm an Aces fan, and I'm just not gonna be jumping ship. I don't see a reason to be, jumping around like that. Yes, Caitlin Clark is gonna be on the Indiana Fever. Yes, we can still talk Fever basketball, but I just don't see myself jumping off the ship of a team that I've been rocking and rolling with since they moved to Vegas in 2019. That's funny because somehow this comes up. Did anybody see this? Hey John, did you see this? Did you see Caitlin Clark? Since you mentioned Caitlin Clark on SNL, like I heard hilarious things. I know my friend from Minnesota was trying to tell me like check it out, but I was like, I'm too tired. I'm gonna catch it later. But I'm most definitely gonna watch this. Oh, you didn't watch it yet? I heard that it was hilarious. I'm 110% gonna watch it. So also when it comes to Caitlin Clark going to the Fever, I'm really really thinking like, man, if I'm gonna be doing Fever content when I'm already talking Hawkeyes um and Aces and Bruins at different times, I'm thinking to myself, it might be best for me to go after the Fever fans and the Caitlin Clark fans all at once. I mean, yeah, so it'll be a little bit crazy to have two channels talking about Caitlin Clark, but I tell you guys, I know the Fever enough to know that they have other great pieces on their team. And other interesting fact, I actually saw two Fever games last season. And another interesting fact, Aaliyah Boston, a South Carolina standout, who is one of the main building blocks of the Fever, I actually caught her very first preseason game. So yeah, first preseason game, which she was pretty green in, but you could still see even then that she looked like a player that was going to become something special. And then to see two Fever regular season games, good luck now because I know it's not the prices that bother me. It's that I just know it's going to be jam packed. Like the prices aren't out of control yet. Literally, you can still go see a Caitlin Clark game for a reasonable price. I feel like you still can. Now, give it a couple of years, the ticket sales are probably going to be like through the roof. But yeah, I could definitely see myself talking the Fever because some of these players on this team are really good. And Caitlin's going to be the main draw. But what better time than now to decide, hey, I'm going to talk Fever. So if you are a Fever fan and you truly, like, been following the team, there will probably be no better time than now to make yourselves a Fever page. But as I always say, do it because you want to. Don't do something just because you think that you might get a huge following, or just because you think that this is going to lead to something truly greater than you could think. Do it because you want to. Because like with me, I talk Hawkeyes content because I want to, Aces because I want to, Caitlin Clark because I want to, and because I feel like this is something I'm passionate about. I'm not going to just make channels or videos on just anybody. And while I absolutely love talking about South Carolina, hence when I put out the video about them winning the championship, I didn't really intend to make that content, for the purposes of luring people in. I just wanted to talk about South Carolina because I wanted to commend and again congratulate the champions and give them their own video. And I would like to think I would have did the same thing if LSU won. I like to think I would have did the same thing if USC won. I like to think I would have did the same thing if Texas won. So, I mean, if you love the game of women's college basketball, like you say, you're natural. Some people are new, and we understand that. We welcome those people too. Casuals, we welcome those too. But, if you are a true fan, you're in it to see all of these players thrive. You want to see Juju Watkins thrive. You want to see Hannah Hidalgo thrive. There's so many great players out there for this game. And sometimes, even me myself, I'm like, I see tunnel vision. It's like Caitlin this, it's Caitlin this, it's Caitlin that. But what really needs to happen is we do need more stars. And the reason why we need more stars is because if Caitlin cannot play, there's what is it? Okay, so there's 12 teams. I thought it was 13. It's going to be 13 next season when Golden State gets a WNBA franchise. That's throwing me off. But there's 12 teams, which I know that sounds minuscule, but I know the UFL probably has a low count for teams too as well. But when there's only like 12 teams, you need multiple stars on each team because Caitlin Clark can't play in all of these arenas at once. So that's why it's important to, make sure you develop good competition and not just, obviously, most people know who Brittany Griner is. Obviously, it's Brittany Griner at Phoenix with Diana Taurasi. And, if you look over at Connecticut, DeWanna Bonner, Alyssa Thomas, if you look at my aces, of course, Asia Wilson, they're stars in the game. New York has Sabrina Ionescu. But, you just want to make sure that some of these matchups with these players are players young enough to at least be somewhat on the timeline of Caitlin Clark. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Fever do, how they manage Caitlin Clark, how much will she play. This woman is about to basically just send the WNBA through the roof financially, and it's going to be interesting to see how games are called. It's going to be interesting to see how so many different teams look playing against Caitlin Clark. How will my aces take it as two-time defending champions? The aces are two-time defending champions. How do they feel about, so much of the spotlight getting shown on Caitlin Clark? In all fairness, though, the aces have their fans, a big following. We truly have a big following as well. And if nothing else, I've done it before in different leagues. I'm going to root for two teams. In baseball, I root for the Twins and the Phillies. In the NBA, I root for the Pacers and the Timberwolves. I'm obviously a Timberwolves fan first. Then I'm a Pacers fan. Going back to baseball, I root for the Twins first. Then I root for the Phillies second. In football, kind of just the Vikings. I do like a couple other teams outside of the Vikings, but it's not something where I'm like driven to root for them. And then college basketball, obviously, UCLA and Iowa fan. Purdue's a distant third, but I root for Iowa first and then UCLA. So yeah, I very well could just be an Aces fan, and the Fever could be my second team. We shall see. We shall see how it goes. We're about a month away from the WNBA season. The draft is tomorrow night. Be covering that. It's going to be like an all-night thing. But hey, I love this. I wouldn't have it no other way. I would not have it any other way. And yeah, going back to the Hawkeyes real quick before I close. Get off into that portal, Lisa Bluter. Let's not just stop at Lucy Olsen. I said Lisa. Let's not just stop at Lucy Olsen. Let's see. It's a record-breaking amount of players for women's college basketball in the portal. We should have a fine-tooth comb, and we should be looking everybody over. We should be looking over everyone. And also, guys, I probably should have said this when we had more people in the room, but if you're catching this on playback, check this out. I need you guys to, how do I say this? I need you guys to check out a video I got coming. For my people that's been waiting on the regular season grades, all I got to do is clean up the video a little bit, put it together a little bit, make sure it looks right, make sure it sounds good, and we're going to get the regular season grades video out there. At one portion of this very video, I'm going to tell you guys this because I'm about to shut it down. I don't know how many people know this, but at some point when you're doing YouTube, you got to have a game plan, because if you don't have a game plan, you're probably going to burn out quicker than later. But again, really fast, the grades, that video is coming. I just got to clean that video up. But now, going back to what I was saying, you got to have a game plan, because you could find yourself burnt out. So, like, if you're working, you got family, you got so much you want to do, you're going to find yourself burnt out unless you pace yourself or unless you got a schedule set. So that's for anybody that's considering having a channel. People that have a channel, they know you never want to put too much on yourself than you can bear. Let's see. RC Wentz says, "Oh man, I'm so waiting on the next 2025 recruit to commit to Iowa." Yeah. So basically, what we just been covering in this video is about Iowa going into the portal. I think it's necessary. I don't think you want to put too much on the 2024 incoming recruits. And if you could find some nice players in this portal, grab them. You talking about Addison Deal? And Addison Deal looks for real. Yeah, I rhymed. Addison Deal definitely looks for real. But you know what, Aussie? I really want to see us. When is Callie Levine? I've watched some video on Callie Levine, but I need to watch more video on Callie Levine. I don't know if I could find it. I'm going to try to look up and see when she's coming. Do you know when is Callie coming with this year's class, or is Callie coming with next year's 2025 class? That's an interesting thing. 2024, you say? Yeah, I think she's a 3-star recruit, but they said that she could possibly be better than even the 3-star status that they have her at. So she's a 5'9" point guard. Bring it on. We can definitely use guards. We could use guards at a premium, because it's nothing against Kylie Furback or Taylor McKay, but you don't want them to be your only options in the backcourt. I'm a little bit higher on Taylor than Kylie, but I saw some footage on her. She looks like a really nice player. It's going to be interesting to see just how the minutes get, stagnated between these guards, because we're going to be loaded. Addie is for real. Oh, yeah. I saw the footage of Addie. Don't get me started. I really like what I saw. I thought she could handle the ball, and this is going to sound blasphemous, guys, but it's a possibility. There's a chance that she could possibly be better with handling the rock than even Caitlin Clark. Now, obviously, she's never probably going to be the shooter that Caitlin is, but she can handle that rock, and she has a smooth-looking shot. So, Addie, if Ava, put it this way, if Ava develops, if Aaliyah Guyton is healthy, if we can get these 2024 recruits established, if we can get off into the portal, look, if we could get some confidence in these players, if Hannah could have a great junior season, obviously Sydney Folter, as great as she is, she's probably not going to be there because she's a junior. She's a junior. Yeah, so next year would be her last season. Oh, yeah, she would. No. I'm wrong. Come on now. Get it together. Get it together, RC. This is going to be Sydney's final year, so unfortunately, she isn't going to get to play with Addison Deal unless she has like that 5th year COVID eligibility, which I don't know that answer at this time. Also, says, um, 2024. Yeah, I think we're talking about Cali. Yep. And then you say this year, Aaliyah Guyton. I'm wondering if Aaliyah Guyton is going to be completely healed from her ACL injury. I hope so. I really do. But I definitely do not want her to re-injure it. So maybe she should take a little bit more time and make sure she's healthy. Taylor Strimlow, Tegan Mulaney, they're all ballers. What's your thoughts on Ava? You think Ava, um, if Ava does great, we should star her at the 5 because Hannah's playing out of position. Like truthfully, like against some of the non-conference teams, Hannah's gonna be fine at 5, but against top quality Big Ten opponents with tall post presence, when you're facing off against SEC teams and ACC teams, I think Hannah's a little bit too small to be playing that 5 spot. And Ava would be the tallest player on this team next season unless we're going to pull a rabbit out our hat and get like Reagan Beers. Also says, look up Taylor Strimlow. Wish I knew her name. It's Strimlow. You did misspell it, but she did a badass spin on the baseline. Hannah Stokey is gonna play 1 year with Addie. Ava is ranked 40. Jan Jensen. You talking about Ava Jones? Cause when I put out this video coming up, when I put out the regular season grades video, which is gonna be reasonably tomorrow. It might come out tonight, but reasonably tomorrow. I asked about Ava, and I want to know if anybody knows is she going to play next season because she didn't play obviously this year. Taylor Strimlow, yeah, Hannah Stokey will get 1 year with Addie. That's going to be great for both of them. And yeah, I checked out some footage on Strimlow already. She looked like a wizard with the ball. She definitely looks like she can handle that rock. I seen her do some really nice moves, some really freaky moves with the basketball. I'm like, she's underrated. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna shock a lot of people. I really do. I think we're going to shock people. We're not obviously going to be a team that's gonna go like where we have been, but I think if people write us off, we're gonna beat some teams next season. Because people, you know what? Aussie and anybody else in the chat, they're gonna write us off. You better believe it. From people I talk to, from South Carolina fans, I know some Louisville fans, a LSU fan or two. They've written us off. They basically said like, y'all about to plummet back down to earth. And from here, where we are now, we'll talk more about this later, but the mission for next season, respectability, because people expect us to completely fall off the earth. Like the absence of Caitlin and Kate Barton and Gabby Marshall, you're talking about players that have been so key and instrumental for you for so long. And now without them, what's going to happen? And so that's going to be the whole thing for next season, a fight for respectability. And again, the more pieces that you can get from the portal to contribute to your team, the more it lessens what you're going to request from the incoming freshmen. Because if we put too much on, you just said a name I got to check out, Aussie. I heard that name. I've heard that name in a lot of different chat sections. Madeline Greenway, 2026, a baller as well. Glad her dad and mom are Iowa alumni. You know what I'm hearing, and this is probably going to make you sick. I'm hearing that Dawn is looking like Dawn's looking at Iowa, at her talent, at our talent here that's located in Iowa. Dawn is trying to purge everybody from us. Like, lady, like, I love Dawn, but the rich keep getting richer. And the poor, not calling us poor, but I guess I kind of am in a sense, but it's like, Don, you can't have everybody. And that's just the bottom line. She cannot get everyone. She wants Journey. Is it Journey Houston? I'll see if you still here. It's Journey Houston, right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. She even wants to get Journey Houston, or it might be I got them mixed up. It's either her or Divine Borge. But in any case, she's trying to get them. I'm gonna definitely check out. Don Staley wants Divine Borge. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Like you own South Carolina. Joyce Edwards. I don't know if you've seen her play, but she tore up the Nikes hoop summit, and she did great in the McDonald's All American game. So it's like, what are you doing? You have your players. Like, why are you here trying to get our players? Now I'm finna look up. I'm finna look their name up real quick. Um, I'm finna look their name up real fast. Come on, you crazy tablet. Journey Houston. Okay. Yeah, I knew she committed, but I just wanted to like Don Staley. Oh, I thought you said Don Staley has an advantage. I was gonna say Don Staley got an advantage in Iowa because I know she got an advantage for the South Carolina recruits. She tries to make sure nobody's getting out of South Carolina. Um, Ava Hayden, yeah, Ava Hayden. Ava Hayden is she has the how can I put this? She got the potential to be the next big great post player for us. But we're gonna have to see that. Of course we are. But I think that, she could be that next player and give Hannah could slide to the four, but I think Hannah can shoot from outside, but she just needs to trust herself and work on it more. Look up Layla Hayes. You give me nothing but gems tonight. You give them dropping nothing but gems. Um, I'm definitely gonna look up some of these names because I'm about to end the live shortly. But I do appreciate you coming out, RC. I'm still here for now. Let's look really quickly. Um, Journey Houston announced commitment to Iowa women's basketball. I think why y'all think how y'all feel about the fact that Caitlin Clark leaving is going to want more. Are more recruits going to want to come play here because of what Caitlin has done? Because I've heard some people say like Caitlin set a standard so hard that it's impossible to accomplish. And I don't think it's about that. I think it's about knowing that she set a culture and impact here, one in which future players can be proud of, and to know that you can come to Iowa and have success. That's what I feel like it's about. I don't feel like her shoes are too big to fill because obviously they are. I mean, if a player feels like they can come to Iowa and be better than Caitlin Clark, that player has huge ambitions. So I'd say bring them on. I mean, we're going to see that with Addison Deal. But in my most humble opinion, I think if you come to this team, you want to play with other talent. And that's what Coach Lisa Bluter needs to know. Like, it's tremendous that she had Caitlin Clark. And sometimes I felt like she was possibly satisfied because, we got the greatest player in Iowa's history ever. But you still got to get help. You still got to get help for your great players. And I think Dawn does that. She knows that she has amazing talent, and she always surrounds it with talent that's just about as good as it is, as just as good as that, that great players are. Um, Dude, better yet, these 7, 8 year olds want to be Michael Jordan, Caitlin Clark. Yeah, girls and boys, they see the success that she had, and they want to emulate that. And obviously, we know that it's an absolute no-brainer that Caitlin's going number one tomorrow. I can't wait to watch the draft tomorrow. Not just for Caitlin Clark, but that's obviously a huge reason. But I can't wait to see where everybody goes. I can't wait to see if his draft day trades. I can't wait to see who else the Fever draft with Caitlin Clark. I just can't wait. Journey Houston chose Iowa over Iowa State. I'm always glad to get somebody over Iowa State. Um, I'm always glad to beat out Iowa State. And I did hear that a South Carolina friend of mine said um, that Iowa State wanted Journey. We beat Michigan and DePaul out. Yeah, I just wanted to just kind of look. I'm very interested and also happy to see, that we have Journey Houston coming. Aaliyah got. Oh, I knew. Yeah, you talking about her dad, AJ? Yeah, I seen him in Indiana. Back then, I was a huge fan of men's college basketball, and I definitely remember him doing big things at the University of Indiana. And Aaliyah Guyton, believe it or not, man, she probably my favorite recruit. And more than anybody, Aussie, that it was a blow for me when she got hurt in December. That was like a blow, like somebody just sucker punched me, and I didn't feel it because I always said that no matter what happened, that we could have ourselves another great, phenomenal guard coming in because I believe in Aaliyah. And then she gets hurt. And it kind of had me like, damn, now what? But she's on schedule. She's definitely on schedule. I've seen plenty of footage on her. I am enamored with her moves offensively. She has she has the propensity and the potential to be a great defensive player as well. When I think Aaliyah Guyton, I think Gabby Marshall with more defense and more shot creation. Not more defense. I think Gabby Marshall with defense, like she already gave us, but also Aaliyah has shot creation. And I'm looking forward to whenever she's healthy. I hope she does not have to redshirt. And y'all thoughts on Aaliyah Guyton? Because I definitely think she can help the team. Iowa Land's top 60 recruit, Aaliyah Guyton. Of course, this is not new information, but these are articles that they put out. This is September 25th, 2023. Jordan Spicer is, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Jordan Spicer is another 5-star as well. And I think Breen McCauley and Emily Skinner. Wow, you're like a dictionary, Aussie. Like for real, you like the Irish dictionary. You got so many names for me. I'm going to have to let me see if I can. There we go. So I want to make sure I can screenshot because I want to check some of these players out. I'm definitely going to check out some of these players, whether they coming to Iowa or not. I definitely want to, especially if they are coming to Iowa, I definitely want to watch them play more and talk and do some content about them as well. But I'm looking forward to looking up some of these names for sure. I feel like I heard that name before, Shatea Weddingley. Oh, she's somebody into the transfer portal. I think she left Iowa. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, this backs up everything of what you said. Guyton, the daughter of former Indiana basketball player AJ Guyton, ranked 57th. I don't know why I thought she was ranked higher than that, but that's still a good ranking to have out of the top 100. Fourth member of the class. So Ava Hayden is 36, so she's our highest ranked. Then Mulaney, I think it's Mulaney because I've heard like news reporters and everybody say Mulaney. I thought it was like Mulaney. She's 64th, and Strimlow is 88. I think Strimlow got some really nice ball handling to be ranked 88th. So yeah, see Guyton, she can score 21 points a game, 4 rebounds, almost 4 assists. Definitely looking forward to watching her play. Also, I just wish she was I always say this about everybody. Like I wish Hannah Hidalgo was 6'1". I wish everybody that could ball had Juju Watkins' height because it would be amazing. Quiddy, you gonna come in on me at the end? You gonna come in on me at the end? I'm trying to wrap my show. What's going on, Quiddy? What's going on, Quiddy? What's up? What's going on? Am I excited about these recruits? Oh yeah. Most definitely. Somebody got to talk Iowa basketball. Everybody else running away. They done packed up their cars, and me and Aussie, we the only ones still rocking, Quita. We true fans. We true fans. Everybody else done jumped in their cars and their vans and their RVs. They done packed up and they done loaded up, and they driving off to find the next bandwagon. They getting ready to jump on the LSU bandwagon, the USC bandwagon. We here for the duration. It's good, Quita. It's good. I hope you doing a WNBA draft tomorrow. It's crazy because I'm gonna be on cam. I'm gonna be on the camera with Cess Talk Sports, J Spot, and then after that I'm gonna jump over to J. Jordan, New York Liberty fan, and I'm gonna go over there and we gonna do the draft. I mean, camera on and everything. I'm gonna be on 2 channels doing the draft tomorrow, so it's gonna be a long day. And while I'm a behind the shadows person, I'm gonna have to jump on out there a little bit more. I'm seeing that if I'm gonna get myself out there, I'm gonna have to start putting myself all the way out there a little bit more. Oh, I appreciate you, Quita. 100 always. 10 toes down for the squad. No doubt, no doubt. We looking at Aaliyah Guyton right here. Um, you should check out some footage of her, Quita. So right now she's recovering from an ACL injury, but she definitely gives a lot of room for promise and growth with this team. Um, yeah, it's crazy because when you get on YouTube, you never, at least me, I never really saw myself as a person that want to be out front and center. Consider myself to be more of an introvert, but hey, if the channel's gonna go up and we just crossed 500 subs recently, I'm gonna have to rock with it. I'm gonna have to go with it. So that's what's up. RC says, RC, I'm looking forward to more content from Quita as always. Salute you. You truly are the gold standard. RC says, RC made a fourth of wait a minute, what? I will all attack Cora. I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't. You're gonna have to probably correct that one. I'm dropping names on RC. Yeah, you dropping tons of names on me. I just came on to talk about, a little bit of the off season, Lucy Olsen, a little bit about the Las Vegas Aces, and a touch about the Fever. And you done thrown so many names at me, but hey, I love it because I'm gonna be looking up these players and I'll be checking these players out for real. But outside of that, I'm not sure if it's anything else I want to say. But I do know I hope Aaliyah Guyton is healthy because if not, you guys know that if you're not fully healthy and you come back, say you're like 80%, 90% healthy, and also being injured is mental as well. So if you're almost there, but you're not quite there yet, especially mentally, you could re-injure. And that ACL, that's nothing to play with. You don't want to keep getting that, injured too many times. So I truly hope that she doesn't have to redshirt. But if she needs to, because she's on target to be back by early November, and that's when our season starts. If she can't make it back, I hope she don't rush because she's definitely going to be a key piece of talent for us going forward. And for a freshman that's going to have 4 years ahead of them, why would you rush to get back? So if it happens, I hope it happens organically. Do I think Guyton could take a red shirt? That's kind of what I was getting at. I don't really. I'm being selfish, but also considering that she's going to be a freshman, she's got 4 years to do this and get this corrected. If it lingers, don't rush it. That's the bottom line. Definitely don't rush. Like I said, my comparison for her, Quita, is Gabby Marshall with the defense, but better offense. Because her shot creation is good. She's agile. She can get to the cup. She can pull up. She's a really nice player. And obviously with Caitlin Clark, on the way out the door. Literally, she's already out the door. Tomorrow, she'll be officially gone to the Fever. You need players on this team that can create their shots, because the last thing I'm trying to do is watch this team next season and be over here with a head full of gray hair because nobody on the team can get their own shot. Like, that's some. I love women's college basketball, but some of the toughest basketball to watch is when absolutely nobody on the floor can get a shot, and then everybody's getting locked down. That don't make for beautiful basketball. I mean, we're gonna watch nonetheless, but she's a great shot creator. And then Addison Deal can create her own shot, but we all know that Deal's not coming to 2025. Taylor Strimlow, she's a great ball handler. She's gonna be coming in too. But as I told Aussie, you don't want to put too much pressure on the recruits. Next season, this team has to be Sydney Fulter, Hannah Stokey. Hopefully, we get some key players from the portal, and then we allow for the young players, the young incoming recruits, to kind of fill themselves out. We don't want to just, I mean, you're not going to see a Juju Watkins every year. You're not going to see a Hannah Hidalgo every year. You're not going to see a Michaela Williams every season. So she needs to take her time. Definitely agree. Personally, I'm hoping these season tickets drop in price. Who you telling? I hope so too. I mean, I feel like if the tickets prices drop and everybody gone, oh well, bandwagon fans, goodbye. But yeah, it's been an awesome live. To have Quita show up here, that tells me I'm doing the right thing. And like I say, tomorrow I'm gonna be jumping on cam. Being on camera is gonna give an added boost. Sitting there talking amongst women's basketball fans, it's gonna be great. Yeah, look, guys, it's just great to be talking women's college basketball in a world where everybody's just not coming out for the ride. And we've been riding for this thing. I've been riding for women's college basketball before it was popular on YouTube. I just decided to say, hey, let me jump out the window and do a channel. And, it was one of the best things I ever did. After watching last year's tournament roll past, and I said, damn, you know what? The light bulb went off. Like, if you ever was going to do this would be the perfect time to do it. I mean, it's funny, Quita, because I started out as an NBA channel, and I was working some WNBA content in, but the NBA playoffs was going on last year, and that's what I was focused on. But my passion came out more when I'm talking women's college basketball and WNBA. It was a fabulous time last season talking about the Aces. But yeah, it's been a great video, guys. That's why they after Lucy Olsen. I agree. Again, thanks for coming out, Quita. Salute you. Thanks for the honor of coming to the chat. Yeah, you guys catch me tomorrow. Says Talk Sports, the J Spot Network. We all networking to do the first round. I'm doing the first round of the WNBA draft. Obviously, Caitlin Clark's going to be there, so that's a big part of it. But I'm going to be there for the first round, and then I'm going to spend the second 10. We're trying to get it all set up with the second channel. That's going to be me over on J. Jordan, New York Liberty fan. Yeah, Aces fans do talk to Liberty fans if they cool. So I'm going to be over there with J. Jordan. And yeah, we just trying to push forward this game of women's college basketball on YouTube. That's all there is. Layla Hayes. Yeah, I just, every comment you put, Aussie, I screenshotted all of them. I'm going to check them all out. Somebody tell Dawn to leave Divine Borge alone. Stay out of Iowa. Dawn got so much talent. What does she need with Iowa's talent? If anything, Lisa Bluter should be calling some of the talent in South Carolina. Yeah, she gonna get hung up on, but call anyway. Be like, hello, Joyce Edwards? What you like? Hello? Of course, she gonna hang up the phone. I mean, I'm using Joyce as an example. She's already going to South Carolina, but hey, I'm proud of South Carolina. As I shut down the video, guys, I'm proud because it's nobody. I mean, I wouldn't rather lose to anybody else. And unfortunately, every team can't be happy. There can only be one winner at the end of the day. And I know a lot of our fan base don't like Don, and some people got problems with, you know, Angel Reese and LSU. I've got no problems with LSU or Angel Reese. It's just about who we lose to. And, I feel like South Carolina is so classy. I couldn't get too upset that we lost to them. Again, Caitlin leaving with no championships. Let's end it here. This is how we're going to end this video. Caitlin Clark leaving college with no championships. Um, it would hurt most players. It really would. And I think it does hurt her. But I think she camouflages it and wears it well. And she understands that there's a lot. It takes a lot to win a championship. It really does. To get to Mount Everest in the game of basketball, it takes a lot. It really does. And so I think she gave her all. I know she gave her all. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth on that. I don't like Kim Mulkey either. I definitely don't like Kim Mulkey. But I could say honestly that Caitlin Clark gave it everything she had. And sometimes you just run into a great team like Allen Iverson. He ran into the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. Who else is out there? There's many times where teams just run into. Where players that are great. LeBron James, they ran into San Antonio Spurs in 2007. You just run into a more better, complete, put together team, and unless Caitlin Clark was going to go for 65 points, we weren't. Even when we had the great first quarter and it was 27-20, I knew. I said, look, this don't feel right, guys. It just don't feel right because it's like I've seen South Carolina make so many runs. Normally, talent wins out at the end. Talent and heart normally runs is what does it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and check out. Go ahead and get up out of here. Again, appreciate you, Aussie. Appreciate you, Quita. I'm gonna say this as I get ready to leave. If you haven't checked out Quita Love Sports, you should. If you're new here, go be new there too. Subscribe to both channels. What she does is just supreme excellence. I don't know anybody else that can deliver this game of women's college basketball on YouTube better than Quita. I personally don't want to know anybody else that's going to do better content than Quita because I don't think they exist. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Catch you guys on the next one. All right, y'all have a great night. I'm out.